have on the bench today is an Elecraft K3 transceiver, and the complaint is that it does receive, but it will not transmit anything. But let's see and confirm the complaint first. I have just a piece of wire as an antenna at the moment, and I will turn on the signal generator. So it seems to be receiving at least on 20 meters quite okay. So first confirming that the transceiver receives correctly, I verified that the transmit signal goes through first of the low power amplifier. So I selected single sideband modulation, and when I spoke on the microphone I couldn't measure anything here with an oscilloscope on the output of the low power amplifier. So tracing back, I was able to measure a signal through this preamplifier and the attenuation relay and these two amplifiers here. So I could get an audio signal here on the gates of the MOSFETs, but nothing on the output side. Also I measured that the drains of these two MOSFETs do get their plus 12 volt supply, so that seems like it's probable that at least these two are defect, so we will have to confirm that. This seems to be okay. So it has a diode, internal diode from collector to emitter. HFE seems to be at 72. Okay, let's check the other one. Seems to be okay. I have now removed the low power amplifier final transistors. Let's measure them separately. So that's not a transistor anymore. Same thing with the other one. We already know that the finals of the low power amplifier board are defect, and we also know that Q6 here, that is also defect. Now I'd like to confirm that the other semiconductors, especially the transistors, are okay. So in this test arrangement I will feed here 12 volts and ground here, and I will drive this Q3 with an external 7 volt supply, which, if this is okay, it would turn this transistor on and provide this 12 volt transmit voltage, which controls the gate here. So I can measure here if this works. At the same time we can see that if this 5 volt regulator is still okay, so I can measure here. So let's do that. So I have my 12 volt supply available here, and I have a potentiometer here, and I get 7 volts out of there. So when I touch that terminal, that should turn the transistor Q3 on the board. So let's check that. I'm probing on the gate on Q6, so there's nothing there now, but when I touch, it gets the 12 volt drive, so that seems to be working. Let's check also the plus 5 volt regulator. So that's the output of the regulator. There's nothing there now, but when I touch, there's plus 5. So that part seems to be okay. Okay, the spare parts have arrived. So these two MOSFETs of the low power amplifier board have been changed. Also this MOSFET has been changed, and this is one that controls the transmit by biasing this pin diode here. So let's see what the results will be. So I got the radio hooked up to my power meter. Then there is an RF tap which enables me to take the signal to my oscilloscope, and then the dummy load of 50 ohms, which is able to handle about 1 kilowatt. Okay, let's see what it does. I got my signal generator hooked up as well, so it's only a piece of wire laying on top of my dummy load here, and it seems to receive that signal all right. And then let's set the power level, for example, to 5 watts to start with. And can we see anything on the scope? Audio. Yep, that seems to be fine. Audio. Only a small deflection, the power is so low. Let's put 10 watts. Audio. 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 audio.